Sydney, Donna suspects she may have stumbled onto a case of illegal tail docking.
That should give me enough step just to get to that first bit there.
Under New South Wales law, Donna is allowed to enter the property because of her concerns about the pup's welfare.
Hello, darling. Hello, Papa. Hello. Hello. Coming up here now, there's actually no feces on the ground whatsoever, so the occupants are cleaning up after the dog. It's got a couple of water bowls, no food, nothing really to lay on. Oh, still a bit red, isn't it? The bottom line is this dog does have a dog tail. His little stump here is actually quite raw and red. Still got a bit of scabbing on it as well. It causes a lot of pain and suffering for the animal. We need to investigate how he got his dog tail, and it may lead us to a breeder who is doing all of their puppies.
Docking is a serious crime in New South Wales and can attract a fine and a prison term of up to 6 months.
So what we're doing here now is actually leaving what's called a seizure notice. The owner of the dog knows that we've taken him into the RSPCA. We've also let him know that we want to get in contact with them and have a chat.
At the Sydney shelter, Donna's seeking more information about the bulldog's docked tail.
So he seems nice and healthy to me, so I don't have any to worry about that. But what I'd like you to do today is have a look at the tail and just confirm for me that it's definitely been docked.
You see a scar here and a bit of crusting.
Yep.
So I think it's pretty obvious that it's been docked.
It was actually taken from a block of units. So I'm thinking that maybe the owner hasn't actually bred the dog, and maybe the breeder's the one that's actually docked the tails. No microchip. We will be speaking with the owner of the dog because unfortunately he didn't have a microchip, and we thought maybe that would lead us to the breeder of the dog. So the only person we can really get information from at this stage is the person's house who we took the dog from.
But the puppy is still their best source of evidence.
Lydia will be doing an x-ray of the dog's tail, and this will actually help build the case that we've got. It'll show that the dog's tail is shortened and add to our file, our evidence file.
At the Sydney shelter, the bulldog's x-rays are back, and the evidence is damning.
In an Australian bulldog, you would expect the tail to protrude at least up to about here, and the shape of this last tailbone here is abnormal. And if you compare it to the bone before it, you can tell that it's different. So, it sort of confirms that the tail had been cut off traumatically. Now, in all likelihood, this tail would have been docked without any anesthetic, and that would have been excruciatingly painful.
Meanwhile, on the road,
RSPCA, Donna speaking.
the dog's owner has contacted Donna.
So in New South Wales, it's actually illegal to actually dock the tail of the dog, and that's the reason we've brought him in. So I'm just making inquiries as to how he come to have that dock tail. So just wondering, did he have a dock tail when you actually got the dog?
In Sydney, Donna's managed to gather more evidence about the bulldog docking case.
So the dog's name is Max, and he already had a dock tail when he was given to the owner by her ex-husband as a gift. The ex-husband is now overseas, he's uncontactable, so we can't find out who actually docked the tail of the dog. It's frustrating, but there is an upside for Max.
Max won't be going back to life on the balcony. His owner and her family have moved out of their apartment and into a house with a big backyard.
Now he's a lot happier since he has a park at the back and it's small ground, and also that he can cool down whenever he wants.
Max's owner is a strong opponent of tail docking.
No dog should have become the entire cut off. You belong with them, you keep it.